I think the next thing I want to talk on this is Pepper touched it, and that's kind of the area that you have to maintain your animal. And I'm seeing this now trying to open up more pasture area for our goats. I'm having to put in 4 or 5 or 6 strands of electric fencing to try to keep them in because, like Pepper mentioned, goats are just ornery and they will try to get in and out of everything no matter what it is. I've had goats try to clear, and I do mean try to clear a 5 foot fence. I had to go get it. I had to go get it. It got a leg woven inside of one of the cattle panel, and it was hanging on the other side. So that was kind of a scary thing. So there's if you're looking for a big area, it stands to reason to me that the cow makes more sense because Pepper, you say that could be done with just one strand of electric fencing. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I've seen basically any animal, once they are adjusted to the electric fence, all you need is one strand at nose height for whatever height the animal is. I do a lot of watching on BBC, and there's a pig farmer over there who does some documentaries. He keeps all his pigs in with one strand of wire that's, I don't know, a foot and a half off the ground because it's at nose height. With our sheep, we learned real quick that wool is a great insulator because the sheep were just leaning up against the barbed wire, against the electric fence, and nothing. And we took their noses and stuck them to the electric fence, and it was the funniest thing you'd ever seen because they all jumped about 6 feet in the air. But they learned right quick when the nose touched the fence to stop, and they don't go near it again. So one strand, once they know what it is, and once they can see it, one issue with the single strand is hard to see, but once they know it's there and know what it is, that one strand of electric fence at nose height will keep pretty much any animal, in my experience. And I don't have any experience with goats, but sheep and cow and dogs.
I was fixing to say, Jared, do you want to correct him on goats or shall I?
I didn't go with that. I know nothing about goats.
Well, but now my other side of this coin is to say, not all of the viewers out there are going to have 5, 10, or 20 acres. Some of them might only have 1 acre. Since both of you have cows, I'll go over to Tommy and Patty on this one. If you were to have 1 cow, what's the smallest acreage you would want to keep that on to be able to actually? I'm guessing that a cow could eat an area straight to dirt like most other animals if the area was too small, or that they would beat it up with their hooves. What's the smallest area you would keep a cow on, Tommy?
Go ahead.
3 acres, roughly.
I don't know. Pepper was saying he has 3, and that's what our pasture is.
With
3
beef,
acres.
it's 1 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard
Yeah,
agents say with beef cow, it's 1 acre, 1 cow for 3 acres. That's beef, though, right there.
Yeah, I would like to see, especially a dairy, having babies and being milked and everything. I would like to see them, at least 1 cow have 1 to 3 acres. Our pasture is about 3 acres that we keep her on, but we also have other areas that we allow them to go in that has brush and has more grass, and so we're kind of doing a rotational grazing right now with them, and we like that because one area can grow up while they're eating at another area, and they say that it helps with parasites, that if you have 3 grazing areas and you rotate them, that it helps for them not to have the parasites so bad. And I think it's proven true here because we really haven't had issue with intestinal worms with our animals.
No, not at all. And the answer to that question might vary depending on how much you're willing to supplement your animal's feed, how much hay you're able to provide, and how much grain you're wanting to provide, and all that. So, but obviously, from a homesteading standpoint and a cost effectiveness standpoint, the more I would say, if I didn't have 3 acres under fence, I wouldn't have a cow. If I wouldn't do it with 2, I wouldn't do it with 1. That's just me, because to me it just doesn't seem like enough. But so obviously, as far as acreage is concerned, under fence for a cow, more is better.
Mm-hmm. And we try to feed as little as possible, so that's why we want more.
We started out last year. One of the benefits of the electric fence system is you can add to it very easily. We were using the little plastic step-in post and the yellow and black braided plastic wire. And so every week, or 2 weeks to get my paycheck, I'd run by the co-op. I pick up another roll and 5 more posts. And so last summer, every 2 weeks, Mo's fence would expand by about 100 square feet or so. And so over the course of about 2 months, we eventually got her from a quarter acre to a half acre to, after about 5 months, the full 3 acres. That was I thought one of the beauties of having the electric fence system is that I could start small and add to it, whereas the barbed wire fence is sort of, if you don't have all this stuff at one time, you're not going to do it little by little. So that was a big benefit of the electric fence. And with our cow, when we got her, there was so much grass and weeds. The Johnson grass was over my 10-year-old's head, and so there was plenty of it in that one little area. And ironically, we found that Johnson grass is the thing. It's like ice cream to them. We actually have no more Johnson grass on the property because they have eaten it. We're actually not planting Johnson grass to have for them for like a dessert, but they cleared she cleared the area pretty quickly. But again, I was moving her because we had a small area, and maybe that's it. Maybe they didn't have a small area. At one time, we would move her on the new grass every few days as she ate up. So I guess she covered 3 acres over the course of about a month. That's one of the considerations with different breeds of cow. Now, when I said the extension tells me 3 acres for 1 cow, that's different depending on the breed and the type. We've got dairy cows, which in order to have them produce more milk, we do supplement their grain. Kind of a vicious cycle we've gotten into. We're giving them a little bit of grain, and then we had some folks. So we're giving away the milk. We've become very popular at church. So more people want it, so we gave her more grain, and more people. So now we're giving her lots of grain so we can have more milk to give away to people. It's kind of an odd situation. But anyway, a Jersey cow is smaller than your Holstein, your black and white, your Chick-fil-A cow, if you will. And as a result, they need, I would say, probably 1 to 1.5 acres per cow for a Jersey. If you got a Dexter, which is about half the size of a Jersey, Dexters are not but 3.5, 4 feet, Tommy. I can't remember about a call. Those probably 1 acre per cow. You get a Angus bull, or you're obviously going to need 5 acres per cow. So it all depends on your property and your breed of cow that you want.